do oil. So do that first, and then
Okay. You're live, sweetheart.
Okay, welcome. Good to see you guys. We are cooking live tonight because we're gonna make dinner. Had a long day out in the sun. Shout out to Chesapeake Public Library, which is the Cuffy Library in Campostella. Darryl and I were there all day. We made some great sales. We met some great people. We have some new followers, so thank you for being here today. If you are new to the pages, please make sure you are following. We are Cooking with Greens on all platforms, and our website is cookingwithgreensfamily.com. So share if you are on here, share so someone else can see. And if you're in TikTok, tap that screen. All right. So good to have you guys here. We are going to do a very simple meal. It's not going to be too crazy. We're going to do some pan-seared cod. I'm not going to do too much other than some butter. I thought I had some citrus. I don't have any lemon, but we're going to make it into a thing. And then I'm going to do a little couscous with some vegetables in it. And we had some leftover duck from me roasting a duck the other day and making some duck fat so I can confit some potatoes later on. So we're gonna chop some of that up. We're gonna add that to our couscous. So a very simple recipe. Welcome, thank you for being here. We are going to do our cleansing breath real quick so we can get going, and then I'm gonna see the word for the day and we're gonna make it the thing. We got home today and it seems like our first deal with it being homeowners is our air conditioners does not seem to be working right. So Mama Grain been in here all day with the air conditioner on, but it wasn't any warmer than 84 degrees. So we have the windows open here. It seems to be blowing. I may need to have their Freon recharged. Rob's gonna come by and look at it. We're gonna have to call somebody in it, but we still gotta eat. So we're gonna do this. It shouldn't take a lot. And thank you for being here. So let's go ahead and do our cleansing breath. We count to 3. We inhale some cleansing breath through the nose. We hold it for a second, and then we release any issues we may be having, any stress, whatever is bothering you today. So let's do that collectively on the count of 3. If you would, count with me. 1, 2, 3. Let's inhale through the nose. Hold it for a sec. And let's release not just that air, but all the stress, all right? Shake it off if you have to. We're gonna go over to the fridge, see what the word for the day is. And we always have a nice little word on the fridge. We're gonna see what Bishop Whirlpool has to say today. It's pretty simple. Your problems are like a mattress. Get on top of them and rest easy. Get beneath them or let them overtake you and suffocate. So your problems are like a mattress. Look at it like a mattress. If you're on top of those problems, you rest easy. If they are over you and holding you down, you will suffocate. So have you felt that one? Say amen. Let's get started. The other night when we weren't live, I butchered a duck. We had a whole duck that I got at the grocery store. It only cost $12. So I decided I was going to do some pan-seared duck probably Sunday night for me and my wife. I have some duck that I butchered in the fridge, dry aging. So the dry aging is just where you pat it dry. I scored the skin, and I have some of our pink Himalayan sea salt, some of our onion black pepper, and I put the skin side down. So I've let it just dry out a little bit in there for a day or two. It's been tomorrow. By Sunday it'll be 2 days, right? 2 days. Did I do that yesterday?
I did it yesterday.
So it'll be 3 days. Fine. 3 days aging, dry aging in the fridge is really good. I will rinse that off, pat it dry, and then we're gonna do a duck meal Sunday night. But I took all my pieces of the duck, and there's a couple of things you can do. You can either roast it like I did. I slow roasted it for about 2 hours. Actually, 2 hours is not a slow roast. I had it at 400. Got the skin crispy, cooked the chicken down.
You mean the duck?
The duck down. I always say chicken and then flip the duck. Had some good pieces, had some nice crispy pieces, and I collected that that fat so I can make some other recipes from there. You could also use the bones. I had the back, the extra skin, things like that. You can use that to make a beautiful duck broth. I didn't feel like making one, so I'm going to take a bit of this duck that we had left over, and I'm going to sear this, add a little of our maple bacon, and we're going to get some savory bits of meat in there also, along with our couscous. Very simple recipe. So I'm going to grab a bit of this and put the rest back in the fridge. So how's everyone doing today? Hope you had a great week. We had a great day today. Shout out to Daryl, shout out to Janeth, who came through and gave us a hand at the shop today. Daryl helped me do the pop-up. I didn't know how my leg was gonna feel today, but I felt great today. So shout out to Daryl for helping, and shout out to everyone, all our new followers from the pop-up, and everyone that's supported by purchasing. So I got some duck. This is mostly the dark meat.
No, it doesn't taste gamey or wild, Gina.
No, not at all. The deal with duck is it's a super fatty poultry. You need to cook it either low and slow as a roast, or you can do it the way that I'm doing it. What I do is I take the pieces that I want, in this case the breast, which is a lot thinner, and I score just down to the fat, so the skin, and I salt that so it helps to dry it out, and I just leave it uncovered in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. That dry aging it in a cold, dry area is really good. You can do it in your own refrigerator unless you have a cellar or something like that. You can do that. And then I pretty much will put that duck down in a cold pan. So you want to have the pan cold and then bring the heat up gradually so that you render down that fat as much as possible. If you do it like you normally do with other proteins, have it room temperature, and then get it in a hot pan, you will not render a lot of that fat down. It'll be greasy and fatty, and that's what a lot of people don't like. People like the crispy skin duck and for that fat to render out. Okay, well we'll do that. That's another day. We ain't talking about that. So today I'm gonna get a bit of. I'm gonna start getting my ingredients together. So we're gonna get a little olive oil in this, and we're gonna get our duck. And these are just the pieces that I used from my leftover carcass there. And we're gonna get those in there and just get a little bit of cook on it, a little crispiness on there. And we're gonna use our maple bacon blend on that, so we want to get a little bacony flavor in that. If you do not know, this is our brand of a vegan maple bacon blend. If you do not do bacon, or you're trying to cut back on some things, this is a good way to get that bacon flavor without having bacon. And we're gonna get some vegetables. So I'm gonna use sweet onion, a little sweet pepper, and a little spinach. We had a little bit of spinach, so I add what's in
the pepper already started to be cut. I think it's like.
There's a sweet pepper that's already cut. A sweet pepper?
Yeah. A yellow one, I think, and the bottom or orange one. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, I don't want to open.
Could I use, if it's not in the bottom, it's in the second drawer.
Okay, I'm looking in the second drawer now. Not there. Third drawer. Oh, I see a little bit. Yeah, thank you. There's actually a little half of onion. I wish I looked in there first before I cut this, but that's okay. We're getting a little bit of that going, which is nice. So how's everyone's weekend going so far? One day I'm going to know where everything is. Thought I had a little rubber spatula in there, but we'll use this.
Your bodice.
I'm going to get a bit, I feel like I want this side of the onion here. Popping to get a bit.
You want the screen?
I'm sorry?
The screen?
be okay. I'm just gonna cook it a little bit longer. I'm just gonna add a little maple bacon to it. Ooh. A little bit of maple bacon in there, get a little smokiness. Oh, it smells like bacon already. Get a bit of onion.
Letitia said her air went out too.
Did it really? It's weird.
Said the guy fixing my AC said the fuse blew inside of the unit. He is replacing it, hopefully.
Yeah, ours is still moving. It's still it's still blowing and spinning, and it's just not getting as cold. So I'm thinking it might be a Freon issue. I'm hoping it's not.
Because my son just had the same issue.
Yeah, Darryl has a brand new house, and he had a Freon leak in his system. I was like, dude, you need some money back. I'm gonna take these pieces off, and then we're gonna add it back to there. But I want to get them out now because I want to cook the rest of my vegetables.
He said a fuse. Letitia said the man told her that it's the fuse that keeps it cool.
Fuse. Fuse in the.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. Well, the problem is we're probably gonna have to call somebody out. So 1 month in, man. Homeowners, beware. There's always could be something.
Mom should call somebody from VA because she's older.
I'm gonna add that in here. I'll start cooking that down a bit. Get a bit of the pepper. And we have a little yellow sweet pepper here.
We should start saving our seeds. We got a garden now.
Yeah, I'll wait till I get them. You know what? At the library that was just at, they had raised gardens there outside.
Really?
They said a lot of cities are going to be doing gardens in their public libraries, outside of their public library.
Oh wow!
So they had the raised ones like we saw, the shorter ones, and then they had tall ones. They came about right here.
Oh wow!
They had both, and I was like, man, it's so expensive for those raised gardens. But they're cool. They said they love them here. They love them. Like bunny rabbits and things can't get in them. They said, and it's easy to tend to them because you don't have to stoop. And they said the city likes it because they can always pick them up and take them away if there's an issue. We're gonna add a little peppers in here, guys. I'm gonna put these veggies down a bit. Cool, I'm gonna get a little bit of garlic. You know, lately we haven't been having this fresh garlic. We got jarred garlic. It's okay. It's all right, I promise you. We're gonna be all right. I don't know what that is. Let's see something.
Pan from the onion.
Pan from the onion?
Pan from the pan.
Onion paper. Okay, I got it.
Yes, Barbara, this is our new home.
Yeah, so welcome to anyone who has not been here and didn't know we moved. Little garlic, guys. We're going to cook our veggies down a little bit before we start doing the couscous, okay?
Somebody said they're eating wings out of their air fryer.
Wings! That's a good dinner night. Wings are a good dinner night, I promise you. Wings are a great dinner night. Just getting them a little bit more cooked on the veggies, and then we're gonna start adding everything. So, We're gonna use a tricolor couscous. A couscous, this is a pearl couscous. This is, couscous is a pasta. It's made with semolina flour. It's just like any of your other noodles. They're just shaped like small pearls. We're gonna use that. And I'm gonna cook that in a beef broth. So, I don't know why I'm using dry measurements for this, but I grabbed
You want another glass one though?
Okay.
I think it's right here. Let me try to get one.
Okay, I'm gonna start adding some. That's okay. It's approximate. So I'm gonna add about a cup and a quarter of this. And you know, dry measuring is a little different than a wet measuring cup, but it's approximate, okay? So we're gonna add that in there. So we got some beef broth. I'm gonna add another little shake of our maple bacon blend. Just a little bit. We're gonna let that come to another little simmer. And we're gonna add our couscous. So it's a small pasta. It will cook, it's gonna cook pretty fast. So because there's a small surface area, it shouldn't take that long to cook. And we're gonna cook it down. It's gonna absorb a lot of the liquid up. And let us get about a cup of pearl couscous. Cool. So we got our couscous in there. Looks like we have to order some more, buy some more, because we don't even have half a cup in there. I haven't made couscous in a while. And we're going to let it cook, and the pasta absorb that. Once that goes down a little bit, I'm going to toss the bacon in there. The bacon.
The duck.
The bacon flavored duck. And our spinach, a little bit of spinach in there. I'm gonna let this thing do its thing for a second. I'm gonna fluff it up. I'm gonna get my top because I'm gonna pull this off and start to pan sear our cod. That's good. Get my top for that one. I think that's my 10-inch pan. Where you at, top? This is definitely not it. That's the big one. I think this is it right here. Yes. So we want that to absorb all those good flavors. It's vegetables. And by the time this liquid is going on, the couscous should be done. This is a small pasta. So let's talk about our codfish. So we happen to have some codfish that it was in the freezer. So we thawed it out today. Put it on some napkins so it could dry out a bit.
Yes, Peggy, you can use any fish you like.
Absolutely. You don't
We
have
just happen to have that in the house.
We had it in the house.
We didn't go to the grocery store. We just came home and used what was here.
You know how it is when you're like, oh, what are we gonna eat? What's in the house? And that's exactly what we did. We said, hey, let's see what's in the house. We got a couple of pieces of fish, and we're just gonna give it a nice little pan sear. You can go crazy if you want to. Make like a tomato basil sauce to go with that. Sear it. Maybe do a little tomato paste in there, a little bit of broth, some cherry tomatoes, some fresh basil, and some garlic, and a little bit of white wine, and just reduce it a little bit. That'll be also good with this, but we're not going that far. We're not going that far today. Checking on our couscous. Now I have a problem with the grain couscous. I don't like that. I don't know, something about the texture of the grain couscous. I'm a more pearl couscous type guy if I'm going to eat any. Now, if you happen to have bacon, you could have just put some bacon in here. And cheddar would have been good too. Or nothing. And then we'll leave the meat out. It's a kind of cool way to get some starches, some vegetables, all in a nice little dish. Gonna throw in my spinach. Don't have that much spinach left. I was like, oh, where we go? How much spinach? I guess we need to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, we have a few things.
A little spinach, a little color, a little freshness. We don't let that wilt. Not look pretty. Just another little way, if you like pastas, to try some different pastas. There's so many different shapes, textures in the pasta world. You don't have to always have elbow macaroni and spaghetti or linguine.
Or lasagna.
Or lasagna. We're gonna throw our duck in there. And that's gonna pretty much, yeah, that's probably
Right.
Rob, I'm looking at the AC.
No.
Okay. There we go. I'm gonna let the heat of the pan finish that off. We're gonna turn that off. Take it off the heat. Okay? All right.
Jada's calling. I'm gonna have to call you back, boo.
My granddaughter.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
Nice haircut, right?
yeah, you look nice and clean cut. Rob's got a clean haircut, yo. So we're gonna get our pan nice and hot. If you have time, I didn't have time today because we just got home right before time to cook. I would take and put this maybe an hour ahead of time, hit it with some pink Himalayan sea salt, sit it in the fridge for about an hour. Especially if you have some thicker pieces than this, they kind of gypped us on these pieces. And then pat it dry before you take it to the pan. So I'm gonna put a little pink salt on both sides. There we go. And then we're gonna pat that dry. What? We got all the notifications on, huh? Okay, so we're gonna get our pan nice and hot. With our pans, you don't have to go searing hot because they're great heat conductors. They will get hot really quick, really fast. Gonna add a little grapeseed oil.
Glad you got your seasons, Gloria. We aim to please. Don't forget, you guys, it's almost the end of the month. So
Yep.
got your seasons, Gloria. We aim to please. Don't forget, you guys, it's almost the end of the month. So
Yep.
got your seasons, Gloria. We aim to please. Don't forget, you guys, it's almost the end of the month. So
Yep.
got your seasons, Gloria. We aim to please. Don't forget, you guys, it's almost the end of the month. So
Yep.